Yo, what's the deal, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of O's Closet. First and foremost, I want to say Happy New Year. I technically don't know how long we're supposed to say that, but this is the first time I've seen you guys this year, and it'll be the last time that I say that. Secondly, I got to get this off my chest, and I got to pay my respect, and I got to pay homage to my lost brother and friend, Ronnie Hillman. Unfortunately, over the holidays, Ronnie lost his battle to cancer. And, just to explain to you guys who Ronnie Hillman was to me, who Ronnie Hillman is to me, Ronnie Hillman is a little brother, man. Ronnie Hillman and I were happened to get drafted the same year to the Denver Broncos back in 2012. And not only were we drafted together, but we just so happened to be from Southern California. So instantly we gravitated towards one another. And our relationship began to grow and blossom into something really, really beautiful. And it's just unfortunate what has happened to him. It's unfortunate what happens to a lot of people with health, and in particular with cancer. And this is like really my first time ever experiencing someone that I truly love being that close to me go through something like this. And let me be the first to tell you that it is not fun, it is not cool, and it is very sad to watch someone you love just literally die. You know what I mean? And dude really literally passed the day after my birthday, man. It's been a really tough way to end the year, and even way to start. But this week we are laying my brother to rest, and I'm just praying that God rest his soul, and I'm praying for his family and peace over his family during this difficult time, because it's tough on me as an extended family. So I can only imagine what they're going through. So I just want to take a moment of silence to acknowledge my brother and my friend, Ronnie Hillman. Ronnie, I love you, bro. I will make sure that your legacy continues to live on. With that said, guys, I want to brighten up the mood and welcome you guys back to O's Closet. Okay, I know last you guys seen, I redid the closet. I'm here now to give you guys a closet tour, or really a room tour, because I turned the room into a closet. So I want to show you guys around. I really curated this space to really be what I needed it to be moving forward, right? I needed a meditation space because it's something that I deeply care about right now in my life. It's something I'm very proud to say that I've been doing for every day for a year and a half. I haven't missed a day. Something I've been so consistent about, and I'm extremely proud about. So I get to show you guys this space. I get to show you, it's technically my closet, and it's also a shooting space for me for YouTube, as well as I use it to do scenes. I put scenes up together in here for my acting career and all the things of that nature. So it's a beautiful space. I want to just show you guys how I've creatively put it together. So come along with me, like an old episode of MTV Cribs. Y'all come along. All right, y'all. So this is the shoe wall. Okay, the shoe wall is basically all my hottest sneakers. Decided that I needed to really get rid of a lot of things that just no longer served me anymore. So really, if it wasn't something that I felt like was true heat or something that I deeply cared about, I let it go, right? And so I designed it to really be as functional as possible, right? So functional meaning like you place things that you least need at places that you don't want to go, right? So the things that I least need here in California are like my boots, right? So I keep my boots on the top shelf, right? And there's only a few boots that I got. Some dope, some that people may know, some that people may not. But like we got the Yeezy boots up top that I couldn't let go of, right? Some classic Doc Martens. You can never go wrong with some patent leather Doc Martens, you know what I mean? So it's just things like that I just had to keep, right? The top two shelves in between. Now this is where your heat lies, all right? This is the heat, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm talking about? The heat. You feel me? The heat. Yeah. So I like to keep the heat on the first two shelves. To be honest, anything in the first three shelves, in the Okay, not the top shelf, all right, but anything in shelf 2, 3, and 4 is something this is really my everyday. You know what I mean? If you see me 9 times out of 10, I probably have one of these shoes on that are in shelves 2, 3, and 4. Shelves 4 and 5 are like the heat that, you know, it's cool, but like it's a mid. It's a mid. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, like these Union 4s, like they hard, right? But you know, they submit, you know. But they hard though, and I wanted to hold on to them. So, you know, and then you got your bottom shelf. Now your bottom shelf is really just, you know, it's what it is, bottom shelf. It's a bunch of shoes that we probably don't really wear often, but they're hot enough to be in the closet. Like, you know, I love these New Balances. I've worn these 574s. I've worn these a couple times, but to be honest, like, they're not something I'm gonna bust all the time. So, you know what I mean? It's like, they could rock out in the closet, we just keep them on the bottom shelf. So, yeah, I really love what I did here. A lot of people are gonna criticize me and be like, yo, you need another thing in the middle of your shelves. Your shelves are sagging. For one, get off my head, all right? 2, I got 2 studs here, all right? So, like, the shit ain't going nowhere. You figure deal me? So yeah, man, that's really it on the sneakers. You know, shout out to APL. This is not a brand deal, but they just sent me these sneakers. They're kind of fly. This is a collaboration with McLaren. How about that? You guys ever know a sneaker brand to collaborate with a car brand? That's kind of epic. These dudes are young, they get it, and they're fresh. So shout out to APL. Thank y'all for the gift. Really appreciate it. Yeah. So that is the kick section of the closet. And now that y'all seen the kicks, let's check out the gear. Let's go. Okay. Next up, we have the actual closet portion of the closet. All right. So I found these dope industrial looking racks. I think maybe somewhere online. To be honest, I forget. To be honest, I don't know. I'll go back and I'll look at where I purchased these things from. But I was really trying to go for this minimalist look. You know what I mean? And I really wanted to downgrade and get rid of. Remember all those old racks that I had? I had 3 big ass racks in my room that were really taking up space and really taking away from just the freedom that I have now in this room. So it was really important for me to find something that was on the wall. I learned if you want to conserve space in the room, you should, you know, build up, not build out. You know what I mean? So, you know, I decided to install these industrial looking racks, all right, that have shelves on the top. So what I've done is I've organized all of my my tops. Okay, so you got and I like color coordination, as you guys may see, you know, kind of. You know, I did this to the best of my ability. And it's like, it gets a little confusing about like how you want to do those things, right? But I did put t-shirts, so I got white, creams, right? Yellows, tans, and it just goes on and so forth. So I got all my t-shirts here up top, right? And then we start to break into the buttons. And see, one dope thing I did was I made a difference. Shout out to my homegirl Iman who came through and helped me. In shirts, right? And in the hangers. So every other hanger has a wooden hanger other than the buttons. All shirts with buttons are on these TEP hangers, so that way you don't always have to button them when you put them on. I mean, on the hanger, you know what I mean? So they don't slide off. So that was a gem, right? So your mom put me on that. So a little bit different hangers on those. So I got my buttons, okay, my buttons, and then we get into the long sleeves, and so on and so forth. One dope thing that I picked up from Iman was folding my sweaters, my cashmeres, my knits, right? Because if not, they get all stupid and out of shape right here on the shoulders. Y'all know what I mean, what I'm talking about. So I went ahead and folded up the ones that I had up top, right? Notice I did consolidate a lot of things, but to be honest, there's quite a bit more that I have, right? So I kept everything that was really lighter, you know, up here, that was visual and things that I would kind of stick to using on a more, you know, day-to-day basis. Down below, I got all my pants, right? So we go from white to khaki, you know, colors, blues, greens, camos, all the above all the way down to black, right? And they're all on wooden hangers, something that really took me a minute to actually completely change over to, but I'm glad that I finally did it, and let that be a tip to you guys. It just looks cleaner in your closet. Get some wooden hangers. Okay. All right, so on the other side of, or literally right next to the clothes, okay, so what I've done is, again, like I said, I needed to consolidate and get some things out, but everything that's heavy is now here, and that's over the top. So we got our jerseys. Jerseys tend to be a little bit heavier on the hangers. So I got all my basketball jerseys, my football jerseys, hockey jerseys, all my jerseys, right? Then we're gonna get into the overs. Okay, so now we got some heavy vests, okay, some heavy overcoats, different colors and flannels, all the things of those natures. And then we get into, you know, just more overcoats, and then our denim jackets. Okay, so I got all of my denims and overcoats and all of those things down here. All right, up top, okay. Oops, there's a lint roller. Got to keep one of those handy. All right. I got my jackets, my coats. Okay. So yeah, all my coats, trying to be color coordinated as possible, from pea coats to leathers, you name it. I got them up there. Okay. So that's the closet. That is pretty much. Oh, I gotta show y'all the suits. Because the shoots and the hoodies, because you know that's just what I like and that's what I do. So I'll show you guys that next right now. So we are actually finishing up the closet tour. All right, I have suits down here. Okay, so I got all of my all the fly suits you guys see me rock. Some you have not. All right. Some dope patterns, cool things, cool insides, you know what I mean? Custom suits for your boy. How about that? You know what I mean? Customs. You know, like some customs, right? So yeah, I got my suits there, down below, and hoodies up top. All right, that's not the cleanest, but yeah, it is what it is. All right, so that's technically everything else is just like my folded stuff, and to be honest, it's not that nice and neat as I would like it to, so I ain't showing y'all that shit, you feel me? All right, so we're gonna move on to be honest, I should have showed you guys this first, but really my meditation station and just the plants and the greenery I have in the room, because it's something that I really enjoy, that makes me feel alive and energetic when I walk in this room. So let's do that. All right, so this, ladies and gentlemen, oh wow, is my meditation station. So I typically, so goodness gracious. All right, so I got this cool little meditation, you know, seat, and it really helps you out in terms of keeping your hips above your knees, which is an awesome way to build the tolerance to sit in that Indian style position, that yogi position that we so desperately desire to have in our practice. You know what I mean? And I literally come here every morning. I fire up this Palo Santo, like so. I walk around the room, cleanse the space. You know what I mean? And fall into some meditation. I got my amethyst crystal right here. All right. And some sage. And then I got my plants right here. I got some snake plants, which really help. They serve as a natural humidifier to help purify the room. So I literally sit down like this, y'all. All right. And I be in it. All right. I try to face the natural light that's coming in to absorb the energy. And yeah. So technically, I'll turn it around so you guys can really see, but yeah, this is how I get down every morning. So I sit here in my meditation. I first address, you know, how I'm feeling for the day, and then go into some affirmations and really just try to practice stillness and sit in silence. So we'll talk about deeper more this year on this channel about meditation and just how it's benefited me and how that maybe ways that I can hopefully help you guys into falling into your own practice. So yeah, this is my meditation station. How about that? In 3 different cuts, we've seen the shoe room, we've seen the actual wardrobe, and now we've seen the meditation station. So we'll just show you the versatility that I have in this room that I'm extremely proud of. So with that said, let's go ahead and move on. Let me show you guys the plants. I want to show you guys the plants around here, give you guys a better look at them. And yeah. Okay, so first and foremost, when you first walk in, we have a baby monster, I believe is her name. She's doing all right. She's been lasting with me one of the longest, man. And she's really doing her thing. She's growing some new buds, some new leaves. She's making it happen. And right above her, I don't know what she's called, but she holds it down too. Right next to the shoes, right next to the egos that you gotta check. All right. And then over here, my soon-to-be mother-in-law gave me this beautiful plant. And it's perfect for indoors. Doesn't need much water or light to grow, and it grows so shiny. Look at this thing. So I actually gave it too much water, so we're on the rebound here. So guys, really, if you guys have any tips on how to have a better green thumb, please help me out because I am trying to figure it out. My sister bought me these 2 snake plants for my birthday, which is really cool, something that I really wanted for the room. Okay. Oh, and as I mentioned, here goes my amethyst, my sage, and my palo santo, all here. Okay. And she is beautiful. Yes, and they hold it down. See, this is the little forest I be in when I come meditate. Look at my little forest I be in when I come meditate. Look at this. See, I got all this life around me, right? From the light to the plants, everything living, charging me up as I pour into myself, as I manifest, as I run through my affirmations, address my feelings, and set my intentions for the day. Yes, indeed. Love this space. Sheesh. Okay, and this is the accessory section. So I bought these cool organizers, these acrylic organizers off of Amazon to really organize my fragrances. You guys know how much I love and care about smelling good, man. It's one of the easiest ways to start a conversation when you're out, just by simply smelling decent, you know what I mean? So I got all of my top shelves up here, okay? All of my mids, and then just the lower levels, right? Okay. I keep one of these steady mirrors on hand so I could always see how the back of that head is looking in that mirror. You know what I mean? Something I've always cared about. I got my jewelry here, my watches, okay? I picked up these cool industrial hooks to hang my chains. Again, I was going for the minimalist look, okay? I know this clock doesn't necessarily go with the vibe, but I just like it. It's bold, and yeah. I bought these other cool acrylic holders for my shades, which I think are dope, right? And this is just some more aesthetics. This is also cool. I didn't talk about this in when I talked about my meditation station, but this is a sound bath. And I'll do an episode a little later more about just my techniques and things that I use for meditation and why. But this was definitely a great addition that I found downtown by accident, just based off of the way it looked, and come to find out it actually serves as a huge benefit for me in my meditation practice. So yeah, that is the area right here that I reorganized, which is completely different from what it was. It was hella cluttered, and I got rid of a lot of the junk, and that is something I'm really proud of. So yeah, that's that there, and let's swing over to the last part of the room. Okay, and this is the last part of the room. All right, so peep how I organized it. Again, I tried my best to build vertically, right, on the walls. So here on the left side, I just got some cool family portraits. I wish I had more space for more photos. I gotta find something better that holds more photos to put here. But I love how it's just nice and neat, and it just shows that, where my heart is at, you know what I mean? This is my guitar, obviously, this is always part of the vibe, and I may not give it as much attention as it needs right now in my life, but at some point I will, and I'm just grateful to have it. So I have these books here in the room, right? And I think this entire room is all about growing, right? Whether it be mentally, physically, spiritually, right? This whole room is about growth. All right, and I wanted everything in here to dictate that. From all of the books that are in here specifically, you know what I mean? All of these books in here are here for a purpose, right? Something that I just purchased is this cool stand. It's like something that you would see old school back in the day. Your preacher probably used one of these during services, but I think it's a great way to serve as a mini desk in my room. As you can see, I got some scenes that I'm working on there in my actor's book, aka the actor's Bible, my notebook there. I love this seat. All right, it is right underneath the spotlight, which is something that we reinstalled, right? Went and handled that, okay? And it shines directly on this cool seat whenever I want to get ready, get dressed. And over here next to it, this is something pretty cool to keep the Quran, a stone, and a book on meditation, right? I'm not Muslim, but I did begin reading the Quran, and I enjoy the things that it has to offer. So yeah, that is the room tour. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. You know what I mean? Let's go back, check it out again. The heat, right? Trees, clothes, our accessories, where we peep, you know what I mean? Gotta show the artwork, right? Gotta show the art. Love this piece of art, man. This piece was gifted to me about 7 years ago, and something I truly love, right? It's like the young O and the old O, right? You know what I mean? I love that. So yeah, that is it. Well, that was really fun, man. I really appreciate you guys sticking with me and coming along on my room/closet tour. If you haven't already, be sure to smash that like button. Comment which part of the closet/room you thought was the best, or that you would like to incorporate into your room, your space, your closet, whatever you want to call it. Leave that in the comments below. And if this is your first time here, be sure to subscribe, man. And for all those that are returning and that have been here and that know me, I appreciate y'all, and much love, much gratitude for y'all sticking with your boy and tapping in with me. So I guess there's nothing else to say other than I've always wanted to say this. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here. Peace, y'all. See y'all next episode.